All right, here we go. This is Don Potter, and welcome to another to exercise 48 in the Natural Phonics Primer, a universal safety net for literacy. And we're going to be looking at words. We're going to be adding ing at the end of a word, and we're going to see that this ing actually works like when we added an E at the end of the word, but these are two-syllable words, not one syllable. All these are two-syllable words. And so the rule, and notice here it says we're going to be looking at ing at the end of a word, and then notice we're going to be spatially focusing our attention on the doubling rule. And that rule tells us in a two-syllable word, to keep the vowel short, you have to double the consonant, and we'll see how that works. So our first word here is hoping. And again, you notice that the P goes with the ing, hoping, hoping. And so this O here is going to be long because it is at the end of the syllable. It may be of help to us to look at the word hope. Let me write it very quickly. Whoops, let me start that over just a second. H-O-P-E, and when you add I-N-G, you delete this E right here. So now hope becomes hoping. Hope becomes hoping. Now, over here we have if we write H-O-P-I-N-G, we have hoping. But if we write another P in here, that closes the syllable and makes this vowel short. It's a little hard for me to write this. I'm using I'll show you. I'm using my mouse here to do all this writing. And so, and also I might notice that with this app, what I write only stays on there just for a short period of time. So we're not cluttering up our page. And let's just look at this second word here. Here we have hopping. That O is short because we have this consonant. And so you might look at it as a vowel. Let me do that again. Vowel, consonant, consonant. Over here we have a consonant, a C consonant, and then a vowel. So that vowel's at the end, making it long. Okay, let's look at the other ones very quickly. There's a lot of words on this page, so we need to pick up our pace here a little bit. Next, we have scraping, like you're scraping the food off a plate, scraping. Notice there's only one P there, so we have scraping. When we double that P, you have two P's there, right? Now we have scrapping. They were scrapping the car. They got rid of it, made it out of scrap. Next, we have filing. Like Mr. Potter files all of his students' records that I have each week, so I know what to teach. And then we have, so I have files. Then we have filling. He was filling his plate, filling, and the double L, that causes that first syllable to be closed. A closed syllable is what we call it. And these syllables over here that end in a vowel are called open syllables and closed syllables. Next, the last one we have at the top with this transformation, with this arrow right here, we have liking, and then we have licking. And you may remember that I said whenever you have a CK, the vowel in front of it is going to be short. In this case, we have two different letters, but one sound. The C and the K both make the K sound. So that, again, closes that syllable right there. All right. Now, this first group of words right here, the consonant is doubled, and so the vowel is short. In the last group of words, the letters are not doubled between the syllables, and so the vowel in each of these words is going to be long. Notice I've divided these up into two groups. When you do your timing with exercise 48, all of these words are going to be all mixed together. And so you're going to have long and short vowels. So you're going to have to switch back and forth. You have to use your brain up here to be looking to see if there's a doubled consonant, it's going to be short. If the consonant is not doubled, boom, it's going to be long. And again, this is going to be a real help on your reading. So here we go. I'm going to have to start picking up speed here. The first one is bedding. Notice a double D, bedding. The bedding on the bed. Next is begging. Students are begging for phonics instruction because it's so much fun and helps them learn to read. Betting. I'm betting you're learning to be a better reader. Brimming. He was brimming over with joy at learning to read with phonics. Yes. Budding. The trees are budding in the spring. Buzzing. The bee was buzzing. Canning. My mother was canning beans for the winter. Dabbing. He was dabbing along. Next we have digging. My dog, her name is Leah, the literacy dog. She's always digging holes in my yard. Next we have dipping. They were dipping in the dip with their potato chips. Dipping. Drumming. In the band, they were drumming as they marched. Fibbing. Little Johnny was fibbing to his teacher. He did not tell her the truth. Fitting. They were fitting the dress for a wedding, making something fitting. Also, it can be a fitting like on a piece of machinery. Next, we have grabbing. They were grabbing at the toys in the piñata. Hugging. He loved his mother. He was hugging his mother. Letting. She was not letting him eat all the candy because she knew it'd make him sick. Oh, here we have the CK. Do you remember? The I, there's going to be short for sure. That's licking. Next we have nagging. His sister was always nagging him to clean up his room. Padding. Padding. Mr. Potter has padding in his bicycle shorts that he wears. Padding. Purring. The little kitten was purring. Quitting. There is no quitting when you're teaching a boy or girl to read. Rubbing. It was cold out, so he was rubbing his hands to keep warm. Running. Running can be good for your heart. Sagging. The rope was sagging. It was hanging down. Setting. I was sitting on a chair in the garden. Shipping. I ordered some books, and they are shipping the books to me. Shopping. Everybody likes shopping for books. Shutting. He was shutting the door. Sipping. She was sipping her coffee. And I might give an example of that because I have my one morning cup of coffee right there. Next one was sitting. Skimming. When you read fast, it's called skimming. Sometimes that's a good idea. Skipping. No skipping school and no skipping Mr. Potter's tutoring. Sledding. I love the sledding in the snow. Slipping. No slipping on the ice. Sobbing. He was crying so hard. He was sobbing. Spelling. I hope that's one of your favorite subjects, and I know it's your challenging subject. I hope it's one of your favorite subjects. After learning to spell all the words in the Natural Phonics Primer, you're going to be an outstanding speller. Spinning. He was spinning round and round. Stabbing. He was stabbing at the meat. Stirring I stir my ice cream, but anyway, stirring the soup. Stunning. She had on a stunning wedding gown. Tipping. The box of groceries was tipping over. It's falling over. Topping. Boys and girls like to put sprinkles, topping on their ice cream. Trimming. Trimming is a good word. It can be trimming on a lot of stuff. On your clothes, you can have trimming on it. They could trimming the yard, cutting the yard, making it look nice. Tugging. You grab a rope and start tugging when you play tug of war. Whipping. I suppose I should confess I have had a whipping when I was a boy, and naughty boy, but I learned to be a good boy. But I would less use this like they were whipping whipped cream. That's a much better one, isn't it? Now we did all the short vowels up there with a double consonant. I'm sure you noticed that. Now we're not going to double the consonant, and we're going to have all long vowels. So here we go. Aping. He was aping his teacher, acting like her. Next one is really tricky. This is caring. Not carring, it's caring. And why? Because the syllable divides. It's a consonant vowel syllable, not consonant vowel consonant like we had up there. Next we have dining. They were dining out. Do not call this dinning. It's dining. If you want dinning, you have to double that in. Next we have fading. Again, if you double the in, it would be fatting. Next we have filing, and I don't see it right off, but if you remember, we did filling up above just a minute ago. If I could find it, I'd draw an arrow to it, but I can't see it right quickly. Filing, wherever it is. Oh, it's up here, yeah. Filing and filling. Where's next? Next we have firing. They were firing up the car, the stove. Gazing. He was gazing into her eyes. Grating. When you cook out, the grating is where you put the coals on. Grating. Hoping. I'm hoping that you're getting this. And again, we studied the difference between hoping and hopping with just one consonant. We had two, so hoping became hopping. I'm hoping that you're getting this. Lining, like a lining in a shirt. Naming. We had trouble naming our dog. Rating. I hope my program's rating high on Amazon. Raving. They were raving like crazy about the newest song that was out, the new singing group. By the way, I saw the Beatles in concert one time, and the people I thought were raving mad. Next we have scraping. Scraping the plate. Sharing. And notice it's not sharing. Here that AR divides there. So the A is at the end of the vowel, making it a long vowel, open syllable. Next we have sliding. Taping. They were taping a movie. And the last one is wiping. He wiped with a towel after he got done with his shower. Okay, there was a lot of words here, so it's a little bit long. And I'm sure you made it to the end, but you might want to watch this 2 or 3 times till you really get this down. You may do like some of my tutoring students. They are taking my book, Natural Phonics Primer, to school and showing it to their teachers. And I've actually had classroom teachers tell me that they're learning phonics with my students when they bring it to the school to show it to them. So you might want to take this and show it to your teacher or take it and show it to your grandma, grandpa, anybody, how smart you're getting. All right, this is Mr. Potter, and we will see you with 49 will be our next one. So we'll see you then.